Hi all, welcome back to the final whistle then for another match preview on the channel. And this Monday night coming, we take on Newcastle United in the Premier League. And things can't go any worse, can they? Let's have a look.
It can't go on like this, can it?
It can.
Well, yeah, I think it will, to be honest, myself. And Harvey Barnes has returned to the King Power Stadium since moving to Newcastle in 2023. We'll see how Barnes has been getting on at Newcastle. We're going to be joined by John Sinclair TV, big Newcastle fan. And I'm sure John is quite happy with Newcastle as of late, winning the Carabao Cup. 70 years, I think it is, with our trophy beforehand. But yeah, I'm sure he'll be ecstatic today to chat with me about the game on Monday night. And yeah, let's get into it then. Hit that like button if you're new and you haven't subscribed already. Please get down and do so. Obviously, hit that subscribe button. Scott's in. Scott, how are you? Alfie, may God continue to bless you and all your close ones. Appreciate that. And yeah, good afternoon, Scott. Let's get my guest in, Mr. John Sinclair TV then. John, how are you, mate?
Big up to you, my guy. I hope you're well, Jack, and thank you very much for having us back on again. It's been a while, but again, all the love as well. Done a video yesterday, my match day vlog, all the shot for Woking as well. Still getting the love for old shot fans, my God, and the respect I got from them yesterday is amazing. But like I said, thanks for having us on, man, and good afternoon to everyone in the chat.
I appreciate it. John, I mean, this season has been bad for Leicester, but good for Newcastle. I'd love for us to swap places. I really would, but it's a shame we can't, let's be honest. And Newcastle have won a trophy after 70 long years wait for a domestic trophy, winning the Carabao Cup against Liverpool a few weeks back now. And I'm sure you've still not got over that, have you, John? Newcastle winning the Carabao Cup?
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks since we last won a trophy. Since we won a trophy, 3 weeks, so that's quite an honour. And I believed this was going to be our year, beating a fantastic Liverpool side, because I knew we'd got them. Because they played against PSG, they look absolutely knackered, and Newcastle really wanted this game. I mean, this could have gone two ways, right? We didn't play well leading to the final. I'm not going to lie, but if we'd gone there and give it our shot, and that's exactly what we have done. Give it a shot, because we absolutely dominate them. We absolutely cooked them, Jack. From minute 1 to minute 90, we absolutely cooked them, yeah? And we're going to look at it, right? I mean, the team line out, yeah? I thought our defence played really well. I thought Kieran Trippier rolled back the years as defending. I thought he was fantastic. I thought Livermore had Mo Salah in his back pocket. I can't even lie. And then Fabian Schär had his critics. You know what I mean? He's not had a good season. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Making mistakes, giving the ball away and not defending right. But for me, I thought he was outstanding. Dan Burns, outstanding, man. For a Geordie lad from Blythe, 32, coming on 33-year-old, right? Scored the opening goal. He raised the roof when he scored that goal. Being a lad, a Newcastle fan from Blythe, it meant much to him, Jack. Yeah, absolutely amazing. The midfield, right? Big up to Joe Linton, 40 million flop. One of the worst signs I've seen in Newcastle United's history. I can't lie. And what does he do? Eddie Howe was in midfield. Turns out to be one of the best midfielders in the country. Sancho Tonali, 10-month ban, he orders one, and he delivered. He delivered. Bruno Guimaraes couldn't speak a word of English. That guy comes in, rocks the place. Let's be honest about it. And then the front three, Harvey B, right, your guy, right, had a good game. Jacob Murphy, right, worked his socks off. Yeah, okay, he gave the ball away a couple of times. But Isak would have really mattered. That is the most iconic moment when he scored that second goal, which actually won us that cup. That is the most important time. Yeah. People's going to go on about Dan Burn, man of the match. Yeah. I thought Joe Linton was outstanding. That guy was box office. Celebrated every time he makes that tackle. Actually, it's like scoring a winning goal. That guy, right? And I hope people in South America, in Brazil, watched his performance.
Yeah.
And Bruno Guimaraes' performance. And you know what, Jack? And people in the chat, we can call ourselves winners. Winners. And that's what we are. All I wanted to see is see Newcastle United win that trophy, win a cup here. We've gone through hell and flipping back from Mike Ashley, right? You know, we had 14 years of Mike Ashley, yeah? 14 years. These new owners got us a trophy within, what, 3 years? They got it a trophy in 3 years, 3.5 years, yeah? This is phase 3 of the project. Eddie Howe gets a lot of stick, right?
Yeah, he does.
He should be sacked, yeah? You know, poor results, so he's not the man who's going to take us forward, yeah? I'll back this guy. And he goes to get us over the line. He got us over the line, yeah? Is he an elite manager? Is he an elite manager? He's getting there. He is getting there. But I tell you what, he's a damn good manager.
Fantastic. To be fair, the season finishes for me 3 points to Newcastle. Hopefully not a cricket score. I mean, on this day, Newcastle in 1982, we got beat off 4-2 in the second division against Wrexham. Nice to see how much better the club is since, despite those setbacks. Obviously, on this day for Leicester City, a year ago, we beat Birmingham City at home 2-1 in the Championship. Mavadidi with a late winner there. So, some good times, not so quiet now.
Big up Arthur, mate.
Haven't been in contact for a while. Hope you're well, John.
I'm fine now. But what it is, Arthur, right? I mean, I haven't been doing my vlogs as much because for me, I'm just not getting the views. I just cannot compete with other vloggers, Newcastle vloggers as well, unfortunately. So I thought, doing my channel now, going a different direction, doing these around the ground vlogs, like non-league football. I do like a bit of Scottish. I did an Irish one, and I did Real Betis Sevilla last week. Yeah. And I just go around the vlogs, and I just love doing what I'm doing. And the views makes a huge difference.
It does. John, before we kick off the match preview, let everybody know where they can find you, John, and what you do, mate, regarding all your away day vlogs and all that. Let them know where they can find you, mate.
Thanks so much for having us on, man. And well, not yet, but if you can find me on John Sinclair TV, what I do now, I mean, I don't do like live shows and that at the minute, yeah, unfortunately, because I can't compete with other Newcastle vloggers as well. And people have to understand that. And I know people are saying, why am I not doing Newcastle vlogs anymore? I still go to the matches, but why am I not doing Newcastle vlogs anymore? It's because I just can't compete. But what I'm doing now, I do non-league games like a national conference, National League North and South. I do Scottish games as well. I'll do more of them next season, and I'm going to do Irish games and European games as well. Just go and do match day vlogs. It's like to say what you do, Jack, when you do games as well, interviews, and just taking snips as well. And non-league football, they want your exposure. They want exposure, these clubs, because small clubs want the exposure for the channel, yeah? I'll give you an example. Scone Football United, Torquay United, yeah? Brackley, yeah? York City, yeah? They just love doing what I'm doing, yeah? The fans just love to be in the video, yeah? Especially TikTokers and that, and that's what they want, yeah? So do fan cams. I also do some hospitalities as well, if it's not full, of course. So I do hospitality vlogs as well. And I tell you what, it's something different for me, and it's working out an absolute treat. So for those knowing that I don't do Newcastle live shows anymore, it's because I'm just not getting the views, but I'm doing what I'm doing. So yeah.
Fantastic. Right, Monday Night Football. Leicester versus Newcastle. Strugglers Leicester City. Go into this game very much. Let me have a look. So Leicester have lost 7 successive Premier League home matches without scoring going into this one.
Mhm.
Could be 8 on Monday night, John. No side in Football League history has lost 8 home league games in a row without finding the net. So, yeah, an interesting start. The Foxes have lost 10 Premier League home games this season. They have never lost 11 at home in a single league campaign in their 141-year history. I mean, Leicester are bottom of the league. Well, second from bottom. It bloody looks like we're bottom the way we're bloody playing. Sit 19th, going down to the Championship. We're not scoring goals. We look like we're getting battered every week. And yeah, this is another game of another eye-watering match, which could be a game of high-scoring game if we don't watch what we're doing. But how are you feeling with this one, John, with Newcastle? And also talk to me about Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, I mean, Harvey Barnes, I mean, yes, he's come off an injury, long-term injury as well. I mean, look, he has some good games, he has some poor games as well, I can't lie. But look, I like Harvey Barnes. I'm one of Harvey Barnes' biggest fans, yeah, and I like back the players as well. And at times, he could be good, at times could be poor, I'm not going to lie. But you know what? I mean, I need to judge him a full season, like, you know, before I could do judge him properly, if I'm honest with you, do you know what I mean? But I mean, when he scored that twice against West Ham, I thought we're seeing the real Harvey B. But some of the games, we just haven't seen that yet. Obviously, he's playing second fiddle to Anthony Gordon, yeah? Now, Anthony Gordon should be back from suspension, but he's out injured at this moment in time. For me, I mean, he's just getting frustrated because he needs games. He needs game time, yeah? But when he does play, I like him. He does work hard. But I heard people saying that we didn't need to sign him. We didn't have to sign him. Why? Because we needed a right side of mid, and Harvey does play the right side of mid. Yeah, this is the thing. I think they'll start tomorrow. Yeah. If Anthony Gordon's not fit, we know what Eddie Howe's all about. He keeps his cards close to his chest. But seeing that, for me, I think I'll expect RVB to play it tomorrow, and it's going to be emotional for him because I hope he delivers. I hope he performs. Yeah, because we know what's at stake. It's to get a place in the top 5 in Champions League football, so he could be important for us. So, for me, would I keep him? Yes, I would. And we need competition on the left side. But does he want to play second fiddle to Anthony Gordon? That is the thing. What is he, 26, 27 now? I think he wants to be playing games. But we'll just see what happens. But, I mean, Eddie Howe, I trust him now. He knows who to pick. And obviously, if he doesn't play Anthony Gordon, then Harvey Barnes should be playing. Yeah, that's cover. And like I said, I'm a fan of him. And just have to see how it goes on Monday, see if he gets picked. I hope he does if Anthony doesn't get a game. But I'll keep him.
I think with Harvey, he's been a slow burner, hasn't he? Obviously, he has suffered with a setback, hasn't he, with injuries. I mean, that's probably what you get when you go at Seagrave training ground at Leicester. We seem to have a big medical list with injuries, you know, and like I say, Barnes is a fantastic player on his day. If you can play him consistently, I think you can see the very best of Harvey Barnes, if I'm honest, which I think you have done. And you know, I think he can really live up to that price tag. I think Leicester will give him a good reception on Monday night. Come through our academy. Scored many goals for Leicester. Obviously, you know, he was a player who wore his heart on his sleeve many a times. A very good winger. He's a confidence player. And, you know, I think you'll start to see more of the best of what Harvey Barnes can offer. Newcastle, on the other hand, I mean, let's have a look at a few stats for them going into this game, John. So, Newcastle are unbeaten in their last 5 league and cup meetings for Leicester City, winning 4 and drawing 1. However, the Foxes' last victory over the Magpies was a 4-0 win in the Premier League in 2021. So, 3.5 years ago, we obviously beat Newcastle, which was a good win for us. Back then, obviously, a lot have changed now. Obviously, Newcastle have kept a clean sheet in each of their last 3 top-flight meetings with Leicester. So, how do you think Eddie Howe sort of preps against Leicester? I mean, where do you see like your main threat? Obviously, I'd say the whole team.
Yeah, I mean, for me, he's going to have to confront. For being fair, I'll go for the back. Yeah, the back just defends properly. when it needs to defend properly. In the midfield, Bruno Guimaraes. Big up to Mick, by the way. Big up to people who's joined this. Bruno Guimaraes, yeah. I mean, he makes things happen. There's passability and tried to set attack scoring as well. Sandro Tonali, what can I say about this guy? He's a regista in the CDM. He gets that ball, sprays the ball about, eye for a pass, moves around the midfield. He is going to be so important to Sandro Tonali. That guy is coming on, looking the part now. He's looking the part, yeah. Very important. Joe Linton needs to be on his best behaviour still. He's 9 bookings at the minute. Gets booked again, gets a 2-game ban. So, do you think we should rest him tomorrow for this game and bring Lewis Miley in? Because we need him. We need him to not get 2-game ban because he'd be a massive miss. But for me, I mean, the danger, Jacob Murphy looks good. I mean, he's getting better and better for me. Do you know what I mean? Or is he 29, coming on 30, yeah? Eddie Howe loves him. He's going to be playing, yeah? He works hard for the team. Eye for a goal, and at times he just over-elaborates. That's the thing with Jacob Murphy, but the main man up front is Isak. Yeah. I mean, you give him time and space, he could hurt you.
Very good.
Good in the air, good control, world class. We're keeping him next season, Jack. He ain't going anywhere. Definitely not going away next season. I've got absolutely no qualms about that for 2 reasons here. No clubs can afford 150 M's. That's number one. And secondly, he's got 3 years left on his contract. And there's no way they're going to pay that sort of money, yeah? I mean, he's world class. And I enjoy watching Isak. I really do. Yeah. I mean, he's going to make a difference, getting us in the Champions League. Or not making it. But he is superb. I mean, he's the best striker we had for a long, long time. And that is the thing. I hope we keep this guy. In goal, right? Nick Pope or Mads Zabaka. I think Ed's going to stick with Nick Pope. I really do think he's going to stick with him in goal, seriously. But Zabaka's done out wrong. But Eddie's just like Nick Pope. I mean, Chipper's all about the years, like I said. Livermento just gets better and better. Lewis Hall's going to be a massive miss. He's out to this season. And one thing I'm going to say, we've got danger in midfield. I think it's important. Yeah. It's important that Big Heat Tonali requires because he can hurt you. And Isak needs to be defended properly from your team. But at the minute, it's easier said than done, Jack. It's easier said than done. Yeah. But I look at your team, and you got a poor team. You really have, yeah. And he's just not spending that money you expect that squad to do exactly the same thing, but to stay up, yeah. Personally, I didn't think you need to get rid of Steve Cooper. I think that's a massive mistake, yeah. If you're going to get your manager in, stick by him, yeah. Give him a season. You never know. He might have kept 2 up. But Ruud van Nistelrooy,
yeah.
I like him. Don't get me wrong, but is he a good fit for Leicester City? Does he understand Leicester City? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. But for what I've seen of him, they just hasn't really done it. They haven't really done it. Is he trying to play? Is he trying to play the Dutch way? Is he trying to play the way that total football? You're not going to get that under Ruud van Nistelrooy. There's no way. The reason he's done well in PSV, they have better players. Yeah. You guys, not good enough. I think, my friend, you need to rip out that team and start again because that team there is not functioning right. You know, it needs identity. To be honest with you, mate, I don't know what it is. I really don't. But Jamie Vardy, I think he'll play tomorrow. He'll start tomorrow. Yeah. And he's 38. Yeah. Can you imagine scoring against us? That'd be embarrassing, man. But let's see what happens, man.
Yeah. I think Ruud just isn't the man, is he? Let's be honest. He's not the... Ruud should be sacked, if I'm honest. You know, 14 defeats in the last 15 games. We've won 1 game, which was Tottenham away. Since, obviously, Brighton's draw at the King Power Stadium, obviously, Ruud hasn't really done anything, has he? Let's be honest. You know, we've got no attack. We can't defend. We've got a team who full of chances, if I'm honest with you. You know, players who we need to get rid of. We need a big, massive refresh at Leicester. It's sort of toxic from top to bottom with this football. Things need to change quick. Big decisions need to be made. I think we need to start planning for the Championship, if I'm honest, and to look at our next 8 games: Newcastle at home, Brighton away, Liverpool at home. Then we've got Wolves away, Southampton at home, Forest away, Ipswich at home, and then Bournemouth away. It's quite some eye-watering fixtures, if I'm honest, and it's not the fixtures you want in this type of situation. Obviously, we're now 15 points behind 17th. We're Championship bound. We're already relegated in my eyes now. We're not going to come back. We're not the side of the 14-15 side where we were very good, where we were in games for so long and we'd have that real insurance about us. There's just no fight in this team. This team offers completely nothing. It's a shambles from everything in the squad, and yeah, we're just not doing it. You know, you've seen it at Man City on when was it, Wednesday night? Jack Grealish scored after 16 months without a Premier League goal, you know. So it's the Leicester season up. Things have just gone bad for worse under Ruud van Nistelrooy. I think I'd get rid of him in the summer, if I'm honest. I'm surprised he's not gone. But Steve Cooper got more points. He got 10 points. Ruud got 7. So people say in hindsight, Steve Cooper would have had more points. Maybe so in hindsight, but you never know how football goes at times, do you? Watch a team and people can just think probably assume it for the right reasons or probably they're not. So Leicester's had a real bad season. Newcastle could make it worse for us tomorrow night at the King Power Stadium, which, you know, you've got a very good squad. All the Leicester players are on the beach. They've been there since Christmas. Relegated.
Can I say something, Jack? Sorry, so I cut and chat, right? I mean, I know it's your chat, right? But apparently they're at a party before Steve Cooper got sacked. Now, if that's rumours to the lead, I don't know if that's true or not, but if that's the case, I thought
that's Christmas party, yeah.
No, I thought that's shocking. They should not be having Christmas parties at all. Not with that performance they're having so far. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, but you got to keep this club up. And it seems to me they're putting parties before flipping. They didn't really care when he got sacked, Steve Cooper.
They don't care, did it? I just don't think they wanted to play for him at all. You know, Cooper weren't the man from the start. You know, should never have been appointed in the situation that we were in at the time. Obviously, Enzo leaving and, you know, but then, you know, you spend £80 million in the summer on some absolutely poor recruitment again. El Canoes was probably the best signing out the lot of them. Fantastic. And we haven't, you know, Buonanotte on loan, which he worked out under Cooper, Buonanotte, and then El Canoes has worked out under Van Nistelrooy. But there's a lot happening behind the scenes at Seagrave, you know, with players doing different things and whatever. And it just shows how toxic this club's been. It's being run like a kid's creche, if I'm honest.
It's not good, isn't it?
No, Seagrave's an holiday camp. It's an holiday camp where these big wages are being paid and, you know, these players don't care. It's just to kick around with the friends. And then you can see the distance in the group job between the players themselves, just little clicks in that dressing room and it just seems so distant and the togetherness and that. And this club, Van Nistelrooy's not got control of it at all. So, you know, and then the Harry Winks thing comes out, but obviously Harry Winks is... wife had a baby, didn't she, 3 weeks ago? So you can see why he wanted to be more there and obviously still go to training and that, which shouldn't be a problem. But the media likes to pile it on, don't they, John, when you're not doing well in the league? They like to really push the motives. Yeah,
it's not good, isn't it? Like, it's not good at all because if you're going to have a team bonding, you have to be together. You have to be, you can't have no cliques. You cannot have people dissing themselves. You cannot do that. You have to be together because we're a team. You're a team, and you have to be in the team. Yeah. From what I've heard from Leicester, that doesn't look good at all whatsoever. And
don't forget Vestergaard and walking the dog at Seagrave. Leicester's turned into pets at home. You know, you might as well put a veterinary there thing, you know, where people can take the vets there to the vets and the dogs and that and just go and do what you want to do. You know, it just seems like everything's a shambles from top to bottom. There's no control in the club. You know, when we rip Beaver Drive and that, we very much have just a training pitch, a gym, and that we'd have a proper manager, Nigel Pearson, who would get stuck into these players, and they'd have to work damn hard to earn what they're doing, you know, and they'd have to play for the shirt. And since the move to Seagrave, it's been a completely different narrative. If I'm honest, you know, it's we need to get rid of most of these players in this squad. If I'm honest, this reset needs to happen. We need a fire sale in the summer. We've obviously got players who we can sell, which are valuable, like El Canus and Matt Hermanson and that. But we're going to struggle to sell some of the players, John, because obviously you've seen with Leicester, they're offering big wages to bang average championship players. And people from other clubs, they're not going to come in and say, you know what, we'll buy your player and we'll give him 70 grand a week. No. It ain't going to work like that. Teams don't want to pay wages like that, do they, John? But Leicester's too daft enough to give them out.
Exactly. I mean, you should not give them stupid money in the first place. Absolutely shocking. I mean, look at it, right? I mean, 70 grand for the championship, people are taking that all day long. They think, you know what? I don't care. I mean, as the agent must be telling them to say, yo, sit tight.
Yeah.
Stay on for another couple of years. We've had that in the years. Cisco, he was on 60k a week. We had him for 5 years, yeah. And Newcastle, when Keegan walked out, King didn't want him. We got him on a 5-year deal, 60k a week, yeah. We struggle to get rid. Do you know what I mean? And you've got players out there on big money, they just don't want to get rid. Happy to sit on the bench, yeah. It's absolutely shocking, man.
Mentality, isn't it?
I blame the club for that.
Yeah.
I blame the club. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, right? I mean, listen, football, right? The Premier League is easy money now. Yeah, they give you 100k a week, 150k a week. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember someone's earning 100k a week playing in the Championship. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's just fleeced the club. Bradford City. Here's a story for you, right? Benny Cardone, right, or Carbone, right?
Yeah.
He was on the highest paying player at Bradford City, 40k a week, yeah? Gets relegated, yeah? The chairman comes and says, look, you're going to have to leave by Friday because I tell you what, if you don't, our football club will be absolutely bankrupt, yeah? Benito said, do you know what? I don't bother by paying the rest of my contract because he's on a 4-year deal at the time, yeah? Forget the contract. I'll be happy to walk for the sake of Bradford City Football Club, yeah? The video's out there by Stomp Peg. She did a brilliant video, yeah? Stomp Peg, brilliant, yeah? And the fact of the matter is, right, you know, he cared. These players don't care today. They don't care. They'd be happy to put up their wages, yeah? Back in the limbo scenes, back in their penthouse suites, and they don't give a flying F. Simple as that. That is shocking today. Celtic losing today. I watched that. My second team. Shocking.
It's mad. The thing is, Monday's game is a very difficult game. You know, we're conceding goals like it's no one's business. You know, we've not got fighting us that desire. I don't even think we cause Newcastle a threat, to be honest, John. Obviously, we sit, like I say, 15 points behind us. We speak for Wolves, a minus 42 goal difference. These three teams, what have come up this season, have been very short of shambolic, haven't they? Between the three of them, they've been the three worst teams to ever come up, I think, with the points tallies and that. And this is the issue. People talk about Leicester, you know. Obviously, the narrative was at the very start of the season, you'd be happy to finish 17th, but you've got to prove that you're up to the fight to finish in that area of the table. But Leicester haven't. Leicester have been awful all season. I'll put it quite frankly as it is. We've been very poor. We've had players who have just don't give a toss, if I'm honest. You know, they're too busy holding their hands up and whatever and blaming others. And, you know, and I just think we've been very much laughable. It's been like a circus at Leicester City this season where, you know, we've just rolled over for teams and had our bellies tickled time and time again, you know. But this is the thing on Monday night as well. Newcastle come to town. You've got Isak who can cause a threat. You've got Gomeres, you've got Tonali, you've got Joe Linton, you've got Harvey Barnes, maybe Anthony Gordon, you know. Newcastle will show that attacking instinct. Probably Newcastle will have more of the ball than Leicester will, but will we push back? Our heat map this season, John, is very much in our own half because we don't get anywhere close to the opposition box because we don't attack. We've got nothing in attack. People say, yeah, but you've got the threats of so and so and so and so. We've not proved it, have we? Teams are just rolling us over because it's too easy. We're too predictable. And we're probably the best team to play against in the Premier League this season.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, you just said it there. I mean, they just don't attack enough. If you don't attack enough, right, then you're not going to win games. Simple as that, yeah? And it's just not good at all whatsoever. They still score. I think you're right, mate. I think you're right. But the fact of the matter is, you also mentioned as well, they're in the bottom three. I've been told, Jack, the Premier League is the best league in the world. No, it is not the best league in the world. It is not, in my opinion, yeah? And I'll tell you for why, right? I mean, it's overhyped, yeah? It's also, as well, going into games, there's too much money going into games, yeah? They're turning the Premier League into corporate, yeah? And people blaming YouTubers as well, right? Not particularly. Yeah, we pay YouTubers pay the same money. But corporates pay way over the odds, and that is what they want. Yeah, if you've got a season ticket, right, and you give up your season ticket now, right, I don't know how it works with you, right, but they won't sell the season ticket to someone else. What they do, they make it game basis, yeah, so you can make more money out of that way. Yeah, they will not be. I tell you what, Jack, give us 10, 15 years, there will not be any season ticket holders there. There would. Season ticket holders will be, I think, in the past because this is what they want. This is what they want because they can sell tickets individually for more money by selling it into dodgy websites, right? Third parties, so they can make hundreds of pounds, yeah. And football in this country now, when it comes to money, is killing the game. It's as simple as that. I don't know what you make of it, but this is what I was told.
It's not about the loyalty anymore, is it? It's not about the core of the fan bases or anything like that. Football's business now. It's about money. We're walking, talking bank machines, for God's sake. Let's be honest.
We're customers. We're not fans. They treat us like customers now, not football fans. Do you know what I mean? And
I think what we've once grown up to love, is it, football? It's all about the money side of things now, and PSR and everything like that. And we've turned into a virtual game, haven't we, with VAR and everything like that. All different things keep getting added on year in, year out, changing this game of what it once was, and you don't enjoy it anymore.
And that's not being negative, right? It's just being facts. It's just facts, yeah? I mean, the fact of the matter is, right? I mean, we're not fans anymore. We are customers, yeah? They don't care. And you just mentioned PSR. Yeah. A lot of people are saying that these tickets and that going up because of PSR. What's it got to do with us? It's the club. The club's got to deal with it. Don't put the fans into it because of PSR, yeah? I think that's a bit of slap in the face for the football fans, yeah? But if you want to turn the football club, and especially in the Premier League, into corporates, yeah? You know what? You come on doing it, yeah? But you lose the real fans. I've been to our Betis against Sevilla last week, yeah? And I had one person go up to us and say, where did I get the ticket from? How did I get the tickets? Not that. I went to Atletico Madrid against Lille, Champions League game last year. I was told, I've never been asked, how do I get the tickets? It's to be first time being around to Atletico Madrid, yeah? Let's be real about it, yeah? I'm not going to lie, but I'm sorry, but it's only in the Premier League, yeah, you get caught out. Social media is having a go as well. Social media is having a go at fans asking, where did you get the tickets from? So season ticket holders can't get tickets. I've got tickets as YouTubers, yeah? I'm sorry, but if it's on general sale, what can we do about it? I think Scott made a comment there as well.
Scott's on about, do you believe, John, that instead of having a constant guarantee of season tickets, money clubs will charge extra on match day tickets to earn more revenue?
It's heading that way, Scott, mate. It is heading that way, mate. Guarantee, because at Newcastle, right, they're not selling more season tickets. They're not doing season tickets anymore. So if I give up my season ticket, right, they can turn that from a season ticket holder into selling individual tickets. So they can make more money. Or they probably go to third party, right, and sell it that way, so it can make an absolute killing to tourist fans.
The thing is about Monday is Leicester's in a sad state of affairs. obviously, I was speaking to a season ticket holder the other day. 70 years he's been going, and he said this is the worst he's ever seen the club in. He said this is the worst ever team he's seen. And he said, you know what, I feel like giving up my season ticket. And this is where it hurts, doesn't it, John, with how things have been going at Leicester City, you know. It's the worst Premier League side I've ever seen. And let's be fair, I've seen some bad sides. I've seen some bad managers in my time at Leicester. And, things don't get better soon. Obviously, I think Newcastle will have a walk in the park on bloody Monday night, if I'm honest. Fans are very much frustrated, annoyed with how the decisions are going on at the club, and obviously they make the feelings known, which they should, because they're right to do so, aren't they? If they pay good money to go and watch the team, they have a right to voice their opinion, don't they? Whether people agree or not is another thing.
Absolutely. I mean, big up to him being a season ticket for 70 years. Big up to him, by the way, right? And I can't blame him if he give it up anyway. Like, do you know what I mean? But if I was Newcastle fans, right, saying that I've been there for 70 years, I've got my season ticket, they'd probably click on social media and say, look, don't cry. If you don't want to have a season ticket, don't go. Give it up, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But at the end of the day, right, I mean, I'm a Newcastle fan. I've got my season ticket, okay. I can't go as much because my mum's situation at the minute, like, do you know what I mean? Midweek games is difficult, And I get people saying that, oh, it's John, don't go to Newcastle games anymore. I'll give you the answer now, man. Yes, I do, because I can only go where I can. My mum, right? I mean, she's fine, but not 100%. Midweek games is a killer for me, Can't do midweek games, at the minute, because of holidays and work, But at the end of the day, right, I mean, like I said, right, I'm not giving up my season ticket. I don't see any reason why I should give me season ticket. No way. But the one thing I'll say, right, I mean, like I said, I'm going back to the clubs. The clubs don't look after season ticket holders, fans anymore. They don't care about fans, I mean, let's put it this way. You get more respect from non-league clubs than you do in the Premier League, Every time you get something from non-league, book of hospitality, book of the tickets, they are so damn polite, and they always answer your questions. They always keep you on the phone, and they always do the very, very best, The Premier League, I'm sorry, is getting worse and worse and worse. I don't know why, but it's not good.
Do you think with this ticket pricing thing, if FA truly believe clubs put fans first, they should put FA Cup Carabao games at 50% off for under 16s and all season ticket holders? I agree.
Connor, well said, Connor. Well said. If you want to get fans back, right? You want to get fans, just put your club. You want to get fans.
You've got to find that way, haven't you, of doing it?
Exactly. Like I said, make it like I've always said this: 20 quid for adults, say $5 for kids. That's where you're going to get your fans, Phil. That's where your fans. That is how you should do it. Otherwise, the fans are going to support non-league clubs, right? And pay like 15 quid a ticket, and they're going to guarantee everything. You're guarantee heart, passion, and Dava. Here you are, the Premier League, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but all it is, it just, man, don't get me started, man. But you know what? I've been to games over the country, over the world, and I tell you one thing: the respect I'm getting over the world is absolutely incredible. Betis fans, brilliant. But here you are. You don't get it in this country now. You just don't get it.
Let's have a look at a few more stats, John, ahead of the game.
Yeah.
So Ruud van Nistelrooy could emulate Daniel Farke's in becoming the second manager to lose 8 consecutive Premier League home games. Farke lost 8 on the spin with the Norwich side between 2020 and September 2021. Bobby De Cordova-Reid scored Leicester's last top-flight home goal on the 8th of December, equalising in a 2-2 draw with Brighton. De Cordova-Reid is set to make his 150th Premier League appearance. I mean, that's probably all Leicester City will be celebrated on Monday night. Let's have a look at Newcastle. Newcastle have won 3 successive games in League and Cup, a run which includes the FL Cup final over Liverpool. And the Magpies have won 14 of their last 18 matches against newly promoted sides, drawing 3, losing 1, including the last 6 in a row. Alexander Isak has scored 8 goals in his last 6 Premier League appearances against sides starting the day in the relegation zone. Isak scored his 20th Premier League goal against Brentford on Wednesday, becoming the third Newcastle player to register double figures, both home and away, in a single campaign since Andrew Cole in 93-94 and Alan Shearer in 01-02. Jacob Murphy with 7 assists and Isak with 1 assist have combined for 8 Premier League goals this season, more than any other duo. So, interesting stats. I mean, still don't give me any belief. Even, you know, it's been a while since we've scored at home. I think it's like 140 days or whatever it is.
On time.
So, yeah, Newcastle. Hello, Father Whistling John. Hello, how are you? The only way things is fans of top clubs, Championship and Premier League fans all boycott stadium and all just watch non-league. Non-league's good. I like it. I hope Harvey Barnes scores a brace. To be honest, I don't care about it. I'm sorry. Well, Spurs are 2-0 up. It looks like Southampton are relegated. Then Liverpool are 3-1 down to Fulham as we speak. But John, let's have a look at the last 5 head-to-heads in the Premier League. Then at the King Power, Leicester's won 2. Newcastle have won 3. Let's have a look at last time out, and then in the Premier League at the KP, 3-0 win, John. I believe it was over the Christmas period, that one.
Yeah, I was there.
How do you sort of see that game? Do you see more of it going into this one, or how do you see the sort of elements in this game compared to the one back then?
I'm not going to make much difference, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? I thought we were fantastic against you on Boxing Day. I was there. 3 goals down. It could have been more goals than that as well. Chris Wood scored an opening goal. Was it Chris? Yeah, I think it was Miggy got the second one, and then the third was Joel Linton. I mean, the goals were too easy. Poor defending. And I tell you what, this season was even worse. Do you know what I mean? We played Jesus and James. You were shocking, man.
1-0 up at half time, you lot was. And then, what was it, 3 goals in a matter of 10 minutes?
Yeah, unbelievable. I thought that's shocking.
Really we were terrible. Didn't even get close to you.
We didn't.
This could be the same situation again, where if we allow you to play the way you want to play, and the thing is with us, he sets us up to defend in a back 5, but then, you know, we're not getting enough going forward. We're too defensive. Teams are pushing us back. And when we do give the ball away, teams are just passing it around us. But Newcastle are going to look to pick them spaces, aren't they? You know, Leicester, I mean, there's been no fight all season. So the only thing you want to see is Leicester sticking a foot in here and there. We don't even do that. That's why we've not even got any red cards or so this season, because we've not even challenged for the ball. So this is the thing with Newcastle. They've got Isak, who can, you know, he's very good. You know, defenders are hard to striker to defend against. And then you've got Barnes, who's a confidence player who does well. I think we could be in for a hiding to none on Monday night. I think there's just no optimism. It's just flat around the club. It's, you know, the fans are annoyed. They're pissed off with how things are going week in, week out. You know, there's just nothing about this team whatsoever. And I think we'll just roll over on Monday night. If Newcastle get the first one early on, then it could be a cricket score. You know, if we turn up the way we did against Brentford at home quite a few weeks back, then it could be a very long night. But to be fair, Newcastle got the quality, haven't they? You look at Newcastle's bench. Leicester ain't got the quality what Newcastle's got. I've seen more fight in a rubber duck in a bathtub than these lot. Too much money, no care given. I was going to say we will be battling if Newcastle don't score more than 6. That's the mentality. I mean, if I was Van Nistelrooy now, I'd give the young lads a chance, John. Do you think that's the way Ruud has to go now? Obviously, it is very much we are going down to the Championship. So is it now that you feel that he should be going more with the younger players, give them an opportunity? Because you've got nothing to lose at this point now, have you, John?
We haven't, no. I mean, I think what you said about younger players for Leicester, I think giving the younger players a chance, I think you're going to do it. You got to do it now because you're going to get relegated. I can't lie. And then give them some game time in the Premier League, going into the Championship, and then they're making better players. Yeah. But for Newcastle, we kind of get complacent. Yeah, we've got to respect the opponents. We have to expect the opponents. People going to say, "Oh, we're going to thrash Leicester. We're going to beat." We should beat Leicester, but it's how we do it and how we go about it by the game. Yeah, we got 8 cup finals left. Yeah, or 9 cup finals left. This is the game we need to win. I'll be looking to win this game. Yeah, and that is the thing. It's going to be tough, but I do expect us to win, and I think for me, we just got to go there, do a professional job, yeah, and respect the opponents, yeah. But for you, I think you need to put some players out now because you're getting relegated. You're not going to stay up. No. Look at the bottom tier. Southampton's going down today. You're going to get relegated. Ipswich going as well. It doesn't look good at all whatsoever. But for me, I mean, just go out there and just show some fight. If you show fight and lose, then I'll show you accept it. But if you go there as a whimper and we go out there and we just do a Tyson Fury, or it was a Dimitri Bebov as well, before kind of performance, then we could hurt you in every single way. So we could embarrass you, yeah. But tomorrow's going to be, you got to see what happens. It's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to it, and I think it's just I'm not going to be there tomorrow because it's a Monday night game, and I need to save me holidays as well. So I need to have 20 days left from September. Otherwise, I'm going to be out of holidays. But you know what? That is the thing. I mean, this is why I have to be like, what's the word on the crucial, whatever you want to call it? Be safe and be holidays.
Yeah.
But 25 days holiday a year is not enough. It should be 30 days. But you know what? I think it's going to be fun. But just,
it's going to be fun for you, like,
just play
your fingers.
Yeah, play with 4-2-3-1. He plays 4-2-3-1. He ain't going to change that.
No. Jack, do you think the fans would respect Rude more if he dropped the players and brought in youngsters? Do you know what?
I agree, Scott.
We're crying out to do that. This is the thing. We've got nothing to lose now for the season. We know we're going down. We need to plan for the championship now, in my opinion, you know, and give the youngsters a chance. Just bring them in, give them some minutes and that. Change a few things up. Maybe bring the Mavridis in and that. Bring your Ricardos in and them types of players. Give them opportunities. Starting 11, John. I mean, I'll go first for Leicester.
Yeah.
I think he'll stick with the back 5, even though a back 4 don't work either. And he believes that a back 5 works, but I'm really not seeing it, to be honest. I think we might as well stick 2 double-decker buses in front of goal to make sure you lot don't score. But you'd still somehow find a way to pin the windows in and find the back of the net. No one knows. But the thing is, he'll go Vermonson in goal. I think Luke Thomas he's done well since coming in the team. I think he's probably been a positive. I think he'll put Connor Cody in. I'd drop Wild Fast for a Cole, if I'm honest. I'd play Koulibaly and Ricardo. I'd drop Justin and Christensen because they've not been good enough. Samara and Ndidi, I don't think we can change it too much. But then you've got, I think we'll go with Vardy, El Kanous and Mavridis, but he'll probably go with Patson Daka and Jamie Vardy up front again. But the thing is, I think he might prep how we prepped against Manchester City, where second half he started to change things a lot more. He started to go more defensive to try and keep the score down, and maybe that's the approach he takes, because that tells you then as a fan, you know, when your manager does that type of thing, it tells you you're beaten. And, you know, if Newcastle get to the way Man City did, you know, Rude will go proper defensive to make sure that Newcastle get no more goals. And that's just negative, you know, just going too defensive. If I was in charge on Monday, I'd ask the players who wants to play. Vestergaard, Fast can stay at home. We have more chance of beating Newcastle with the young lads that want to play for the badge. We will have Barnesy if you want to start Gordon. I mean, I'll tell you what, we'll take Harvey Barnes back for this game if you want to hand him over to his John on a loan for one game. It might not
I mean, we're going to need him. We're going to badly need him because Gordon's going to be, he's out injured, isn't he? So
where's your 11 for this game? I mean, who comes in? Does Isak play? I know they spoke about a slight injury. News quite about him, but what do you reckon? How do you line up for this one?
For me, I'm going to go with Nick Pope and goal.
Yeah.
The back four is going to be Trippier. On the other side is going to be Tino Livramento. The back two is going to be Burn and Share.
Yeah.
That's the back four. Midfield three is going to be Joel Linton, Bruno Guimaraes, and also Sandro Tonali. The front three is going to be Harvey Barnes. On the other side, Jacob Murphy. And I fully expect Isak to start, even though that there's rumours he could be injured for the game. I hope it's not, but I hope it's not true. We need him.
Yeah.
We need him for all these games, which would be crucial, yeah? And then we'll go again. So that's going to be my side, and it's going to be an unchanged side as well.
Fair enough. A score prediction, John. I mean, are you going to be kind to us, or are you just going to go full out, just get the game done as quick as possible? I mean, how do you see these predictions for this one?
I'm going to say 3-0 to Newcastle, and if we are going to get Champions League, these are the sort of games you need a win. And that's the most important thing. We can't, like I said earlier, no complacency. Just go out there, just do your jobs. Simple as that. I think the first goal would be key. If you score first, then game is done. Then I can see us getting a couple more after that. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. But it's going to be tough. But I'm looking forward to this game tomorrow. And then we've got United on Sunday, and that'll be a tough game.
Score prediction for me. I tell you what, it could be 3 or more. And that's how I see this game. We don't look like scoring. We don't attack. We defend a lot. We just don't keep the ball good enough. We just give it away left, right, and centre. We've got a squad there very much. We've got a depleted squad. Just nothing about it. They're just easy to play against, like I say. And I just think it's going to be the same sort of outcome again, like it was at St James's Park when we played you early on in the season. Arthur's gone 4-0. Yeah, Arthur, I wouldn't be surprised, mate, to be fair. Leicester just look like they're going down without a whimper. This side just haven't got the fight when going down. So I just want to know when our next goal is going to be scored, John, to be honest. And I think when we do get that final goal in the back of the net, then we'll celebrate like winning the Premier League again. But that's some bloody time. But John, thanks for coming on, mate. Really appreciate it.
No problem, mate.
We've been on for a while. Let you go and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And
thank you.
All the best for the rest of the season, mate, after Monday, of course. And go and smash Europe.
Thank you very much indeed, having us on. If you want to subscribe to my channel, for those who don't know, Leicester fans, there's my channel there. It is John Sinclair TV. And if you hit the subscribe button as well, guys, that'd be amazing. And big up for Newcastle fans joining my channel as well. Big up to Leicester fans as well. And I'm on over 25,000 subs as well. And that's because of me new vlogs. I'm doing really good. And just help us along and get 30,000 subs. And then one day I could go full time. And let's see what happens. But thank you so much for coming on. Make the best team win tomorrow night. And hope it goes our way.
Catch you soon, John.
Catch you soon.
That's John Sinclair TV. Go and follow John. So Leicester v Newcastle tomorrow night then. I mean, what do we think?
It can't go on like this, can it?
It can.
Yeah. Newcastle Monday Night Football. Jesus. Let's see what happens then. There'll be a match day vlog out for the game. I'll try and get a few Leicester fans on, a few Newcastle fans to chat about the game and how things are going. And hit that like button if you enjoyed this stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you haven't watched this when you watch this on playback, go and subscribe to the channel if you can help me out. It'd be out fantastic. Any Newcastle fans watching, really appreciate it as well. And there'll be some more content coming out next week as we go to Brighton away. Some tough games as this season ticks down for the Foxes as the Championship beckons them. But thanks for watching. Take care. Have a great rest of your afternoon, whatever you're up to. And I'll catch you soon. Keep it at the final whistle. Hi all. Thank you for watching the final whistle. If you enjoy all our content, please remember to smash a like, share, and subscribe to the channel.